Hello everyone, welcome to Gold Chain Studios, the channel for heavy and brutal tones. My name is Floor and today we deep dive into the world of MIDI automation with the Digitech Whammy DT. Most of you are probably familiar with this pedal already, but if not, let me explain. The Digitech Whammy DT is basically two pedals merged into one. It features the classic whammy pedal, which can pitch up and down, do dive bombs and all that good Tom Morello type of stuff, plus even some harmonies. Then we have the drop tune pedal, which basically lets you retune your whole guitar a couple steps up or down. Today we deep dive into the MIDI function of this pedal and more importantly the automation, so that we can put this to its full potential without even touching it. I made a short demo with my Legator N7 FP guitar tuned in drop G. It's going straight into the whammy pedal without any processing. In my DAW I'm using the 5050 M Sim from Audio Assault for this demo. Now let's play some riffs. Alright, we are back in Logic. Here's a quick overview of what is going on in this session. We have the demo drums and the bass exported already. For the drums I used ML drums and for the bass I used the Loki 2. This here is the DI signal for the guitar that we just recorded with all the whammy automation in there as well. The amp simp, as I mentioned before, is from Audio Assault, the 5050. I really love the sound of this one. And then right here we have the MIDI track. Let me quickly go into the... here's all the automation that we programmed. This is all being sent straight into the whammy pedal before it returns into the interface. So that's why it's all included into the DI signal of the guitar. All these numbers that you see over here are basically all the different programs within the whammy pedal. You can find them all back in the manual. I will put a screenshot of that right here so that you all can follow it. Although for some reason they all differ one note with my pedal. I guess it's set up different or it's some kind of error, but not that big of an issue. So for example, note 7 here is actually note 8 in the manual. As you can see, we're starting off with the octave up bypassed right here, number 22, which is actually 23 in the manual. Going into number 7, which is one octave down in the active mode. And that is what I use to create that dive bomb effect. Now you may wonder, how do you do the diving without moving the expression pedal? It's pretty simple. We go into the program change right here, go to the expression parameter, and here you can see that I programmed it going up and down, up and down. 0 till 27 basically is the heel to toe ratio, with 0 having the expression pedal all the way open and 127 all the way down, so when you step on it. And that's how I programmed it, basically rocking it back and forth to do that dive bomb effect. Here's how that sounds. As you can see, the expression pedal stays here on 127 for that chorus kind of effect. If we switch back to the program change, you can see that we switch here to number 10, which is the deep function, or 11 in the manual. That one only works when the expression pedal is all the way down, so that's why we left it on that 127. Then on this next section, let's see, right over here, we're going into the drop function of the pedal. Here the shift up octave plus drive function is enabled. That basically gives you a blended tone of the original tuning and one octave up. But here's where it gets a bit tricky, because when you switch between these programs, they don't just turn off by itself when you make the switch. So as you can see here, after this dive bomb effect, number 7, it goes into number 31, which bypasses the whole whammy section of the pedal. And the same thing we have to do when we go out of the drop tune function, and that's why we have that 68 note right there. Following up, it switches between some other programs right here. Let's have a listen to that. end is where it gets interesting. So what if you want, for example, to use the harmony and the drop functions at the same time? You can simply set up 2 MIDI channels for this. So right now we are in MIDI channel 1, where we have number 14 enabled, the 3rd and 4th harmony up, depending where your expression pedal is hanging. So let's go to the 2nd MIDI channel. From there we have to go again to the program change, and as you can see here we have number 56 enabled, right at the same time when we have number 14 enabled in the 1st MIDI channel. This is where the overall tuning gets down-tuned 4 semitones, and here at 75 it gets bypassed again. I hope this video helped you to understand how the MIDI function of this pedal works. If you have any more questions, make sure to drop them in the comments and I'll answer all of them as soon as I can. Please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, drop a comment about the next thing you would like to see on this channel. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.